cancel culture thing that gets pinned on the left. Can we agree at this moment it's both sides? You know,
we call it consequence culture on the right, Woody.
No, cancel culture is just like, I always think of cancel culture as like individuals, and like I don't think they're trying to cancel Bud Light. I think they're boycotting it the same way like you boycott big companies and stuff. Canceling, cancel. I know what he's saying, but canceling is like when a bunch of people pile on someone and do what they did to that white pregnant woman in New York recently, with that bike story. Like that's canceling, when a bunch of people come together and fucking try to ruin someone's life.
I think of canceling as more career stuff, like when Louis C.K. It's a good example of canceling.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
To me, canceling.
I guess I have less empathy for Bud Light and big corporations than people.
It's when it becomes it's when you all of a sudden it's acceptable to be mean to you. And it's acceptable for like mainstream media to talk shit on you, and they can score points that way. That's when I consider someone canceled. When they can be like, disgraced so-called comedian Louis C.K. stepped in dog shit today. Literally, here he is in the park with his children. Look, and everybody's like, ha ha ha, bigot. Everybody's just
bigot. That wasn't even what he did wrong. But I can see him saying it. Like, it's not right.
He wouldn't have stepped in a black dog shit. I guarantee you, he'd have jumped over sideways.
First of all, I think we're all in agreement. Louis C.K. did nothing wrong. He asked everybody if he could jack off on the phone, and he jacked off on the phone. He said, "Can I jack off in front of you?" And they said yes.
Look, doesn't that make you a little bit nervous about your own sexual history? It's like, whoa. Well, I mean, I don't get off on like jerking off in front of women necessarily. I mean, maybe a little, but but like, I would think that if I wanted to engage in that, step one would be like, hey, how you doing? You know, hey, I got this thing I like. Let me run this by you. Like, if that is not acceptable, then where are we? Do I need to write a letter? Do I need to write a letter? Oh my God.
You need to wear a body cam like cops.
Yeah, I need because I don't know how you like approach somebody to fuck them. The problem is Louis C.K.'s ugly, I think. Problem is Louis C.K.'s not a good looking guy, maybe. I bet if he was John Stamos and he was like, hey, I have permission from all these ladies.
Right. It's like, I can't fathom them doing this voluntarily. Therefore, it's rape adjacent.
I think that's part of it. I think
I hadn't thought of it, but it's a good thought.
And he is an unfortunate looking man. That's what makes him. That's what spurred him on to become so talented.
I wonder how he looked when he was young.
Not good.
Probably not great.
He's no Tom Segura.
He's no Tom. Did Tom Segura look good young?
Yeah, Zach, show me Tom Segura. Just type Tom Segura, young and handsome.
I'd like to see Louis C.K. after, if you can find him afterwards.
I just think gingers in general, you know, like especially those big chubby Boston gingers like him. I don't think I think he started losing his hair at like 22. And
I thought that was a redhead thing, that it was more common for. I Googled it because I was curious, and it's not. It's the same as everyone else.
It's more obvious on redheads, I think, is a part of it. Yeah, look at Tom Segura's a good looking man, you know, especially there in the middle.
Yeah, the middle one was his peak, I think. Although current Tom Segura,
I don't know. He looks way skinnier than I remember him.
Oh, you don't know? Tom Segura got jacked. I think he's on T.
Oh yeah,
he looks good.
Joe Rogan's buddy's on T.
It sounds like you're not aware of how jacked Tom Segura is. Tom Segura is in very good shape. And
good for him.
Is he the one that hurt his knee going for a layup?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's so nice when you see that happen and like, well, not the like him crumpling not him crumpling like a dead spider. He clearly like that impacted him, and he was like, "Oh my God, like I just broke 2 bones trying to lay up a basketball."
Is that, did he break 2 bones? For some reason, I thought it was a knee. I'm sure you're right.
I remember he went up. Yeah, he went up on his knee, and his knee blew out, and then he fell back on his arm, and he folded that up behind him, and he was all crunched up. Yeah,
they didn't know how to, they didn't want to touch him. He looked so bad. Like they didn't know how to roll him over without putting him in even more awful pain.
Wow. After something like that happens to you, you either are like, well, fuck, I just, everything's lost. I'm just going to keep, eating and treating my body like shit. Or you do what he did and like reverse everything.
Can you find the fittest version of Tom Segura possible? Because
while you're at it,
really got it together.
Have you seen Dana White's like 1-year transformation?
He's always been jacked, hasn't
he? No, he got a little puffy, high blood pressure-y. Like he got round and strong.
He did a 1-year transformation reveal recently, and he looks like a professional athlete.
Does he?
Like, Yeah, like Adonis lines and like full 6-pack and all.
I think we need to get USADA on that transformation and see what they have 100%. To say.
I mean, there's a reason everybody's on T. Like everybody is, and especially that Joe Rogan crowd. You know that he's in all their ears. Like, dude, just get on it. There's my doctor. Talk to Dr. Dave. Talk to Dr. Dave.
Tom looks good there. I see he's got the knee brace.
Oh, I've seen.
I think I've seen him action poses that make him look even better, or a tighter shirt. Like an athletic cut shirt.
Yeah, all of Rogan's boys are on testosterone.
Look at his arms though. Like he's got biceps.
Yeah, he's got muscles.
He's got defined biceps. Little apples sitting on top. Not. You know what? I mean, I know Kyle's looking at it like, keep trying, kid. But
I'm absolutely not. I'm looking at a guy who probably doesn't even have like an arm pump going on there. Who's just got a lot of mass there that is not fat. That's a big, strong man. I saw Bert Kreischer, who I also think is a big, strong man. Believe it or not. I think he's the natural athlete of them. He always says he is, and I buy it. When they talk about some of his athletic feats, despite his drinking habits and his lifestyle, they make him
Yeah. Like what's a feat of his?
Like running a marathon with like
one time he stood up out of a chair.
I think he ran a marathon with like no preparation. He was like, "Yeah, I can run a marathon." They're like, "Dude, are you fucking crazy? People train for years." And he's like, "Watch this shit."
Oh, so he's just lying. Yeah.
I think he did it.
No one has ever walked up to a marathon and done it and been like, "Damn, who wants beers?" Like,
I guarantee you, I could do it because here's why I say this. I've been listening to The Moth, and I caught The Moth. If you don't know, is like competitive storytelling, and two people were talking about their marathon experiences, and in each case, they were the slowest person in the marathon. And like one of them has like an ambulance following them, which is the sweeper. And like, they just let everyone know, like, when this event is we're about 4 miles out, this person's going, I think we're about at this pace, an hour and a half away from being done. And I start doing the math and I'm like, 8 hours. You ran a marathon in 8 hours, 26 miles in 8 hours. There doesn't have to be any running involved. That's walking with lunch breaks. I can do that. I guarantee you I could finish a marathon.
You've done it before.
That doesn't count.
Have you ever hiked that far? Maybe like when you're doing the John Murin Trail or whatever the thing was.
John Muir, yeah. I want to say we topped out at like 14 or 16 miles in a day, but we had a pack on. My pack weighed like 55, 60 pounds.
Yeah, and were you like pooped? Was it like fall on the ground and collapse, or was it set up camp and eat dinner?
Exactly. It was that. It was, we should stop now because we want to have like 2 hours before sun goes down to set everything up and start the fire.
Yeah, I'm with you on this. I don't know much about. I don't know anything about running. If you're doing like a sub 5 hour thing.
That's a runner. That's a person who's done a thing.
Yeah, it's like 5 miles an hour or something.
Okay, well, then you can't count that you've done a marathon if you're. It doesn't count if you've walked at all.
Oprah if you ran a marathon. I want to know what Oprah's marathon time was.
Yeah, no, walking a bunch of miles slowly is not running a marathon. I believe him that he drunkenly ambled 26 miles in between bars for 10 hours or whatever. But like that does not a marathon make.
Which circles us back to what's Bert's time? Because if we don't know Bert's time, we have to.
Right, I got it.
That's such a lie.
The man, the myth, the legend, Bert Kreischer, the person that inspired my weight loss journey. Oh my God, this is like one of those recipe things where they're going to give me a goddamn story. Bert Kreischer ran the LA Marathon, 26.2 miles. He did it in 5 hours and 33 minutes with zero preparation. And then he ran a half marathon on 2 weeks' notice, and then a full marathon 4 months later. The man has an iron will. And then they go on and kissing his ass. And then here's his official times. Like on the website, they show his placement. It's a 5:33:33. His pace was a 12 minute and 5 second mile throughout. So
what's a good pace?
I mean, that's a good pace. If you ask me, I don't think I could do that. 12.
I couldn't do that. No.
I don't think I could do
Ashton Kutcher did sub 4 hours. Nice. But he's athletic.
Yeah, I bet he trained with a fuck. Whenever I hear that stuff, it's like, yeah, I bet Ashton Kutcher probably hired a goddamn. He was like, "Hey, did you win the marathon last year? I win it every year. Hey, you want to be buddies?" Yes, I do. Like, I've done this before.
You win it with an African accent though, because he's from Kenya, clearly.
Oh yes, I win every year.